Hi. Hi you guys, I am back with another video. I wanted to show you another makeup look. This one hopefully will be a little bit more full glam, taking you through all the steps of how I do my makeup when I want to go out or when I am going to like an event or a wedding or something, and you really want to look your best. The first thing I use is actually the same product that I used in my last video. This product is the It Cosmetics Bye Bye Foundation. It's just such a buildable product for your face. As you guys probably can tell, I have really bad acne, cystic hormonal acne. This is my skin. I'm learning to love it. But what I like about this product is that it actually has zinc in it, which can actually help with acne prone skin. So yeah, this is what I use on my face. And like I said, it's really buildable. So, you know, with the look I showed you guys before, you can really use it as like a tinted moisturizer just for every day, just to kind of even out your skin tone, or you can really build it up, and I will show you how to do that today. So to build up this face product, I'm going to do a few pumps on my hand, and then I'm actually going to be using a damp beauty sponge to apply it and blend it. So this is the Real Techniques beauty sponge, and I really pat it into the skin. So where I have the most problem with my skin is where I'm going to start to apply the product. So for me, that's my cheeks. You like that little ASMR moment for you? And make sure it's nice and blended. I also use this product all around my eyes. So I know a lot of YouTubers or makeup artists like to use a concealer. Sometimes I do, but actually for me, because I have such dark circles and I have a lot of wrinkles and bags under my eyes most of the time, I like to use something that just matches the rest of my face, because it kind of hides it. When you highlight that with a concealer, you're really drawing attention to that area. And because I do have such wrinkly skin there, I don't want to highlight that area of my face. Now my full face is kind of covered with the first layer. So what I'm going to do after that is just take a little bit on my sponge and continue to pat, but this time really, really light, just over where I have, you know, acne marks. Just to continue to build up that coverage over them. It's okay if it still feels a little bit damp on the skin, as long as, you know, most of your color is kind of covered up. The other thing to be aware of too is, like, you're not going to cover all of your acne, right? Like, acne it doesn't go away. It doesn't, you can't completely hide it. You can't completely cover it. You can minimize it, but it's your skin, right? You know, understand that you're still going to have bumps on your skin. There's no hiding that, right? Even our celebrities that we see that have flawless skin, it's a lot of Photoshop, it's a lot of, you know, editing different things. So just be aware of that. Like, nobody's perfect, accept your flaws. It's okay to have acne bumps under your foundation. Yeah. So I have my foundation on my skin. The second thing I'm going to be doing is setting it. I like to use a setting powder, a translucent setting powder. The one I'm using right now is the Kylie, just the translucent setting powder by Kylie Cosmetics. I will tell you guys, this is not my favorite powder. I bought it to try it, and it's not the worst powder. I mean, I'm gonna use it, but I actually really prefer the Morphe powders. I will link both in the description below, but just so you guys know. So what I like to do is just kind of shake the powder to the top. And I like to start by baking under my eyes. So I always just want to make sure that my under eye is super blended before you set it. Because like I said, sometimes, you know, your product is going to settle into any wrinkles or any creases you have in your skin. So you just want to kind of roll the sponge around until it's covered with powder. And then just pat it onto the skin like that. And I know it looks real crazy right now, but we're baking. So I'm gonna do that again right in the middle of my forehead. And then I kind of push the powder all into my forehead. I take it down my nose, on my eyelids. You can also obviously, you know, set your face with a brush, but I just find using a sponge really helps to push the product in and just makes it look a little bit more blended. So it's really personal preference. I do it on my chin, around my mouth. You can tell it's already kind of making the skin look a little bit more flawless. And I take it along my jawline. Any excess, I just kind of pat in over and around my cheeks. Do the same thing on this side. You want to make sure that the coverage that we just set down with the foundation is going to stay put while we do, you know, our bronzing and blushing and highlighting and all the other powders that we're going to be putting on our face. So you want to make sure that your face is set with the powder first. I do take some down my neck and my jawline as well. Okay, so our face is powdery, as I'm sure you guys can see. Okay, so now I'm gonna just brush off any excess powder that we have sitting on our face. I'm gonna be using a big fluffy powder brush. This is the Morphe M527 brush. It's just super soft and fluffy, so you just wanna go all over your face very lightly and just brush away any extra powder. Make sure that we look blended for our base. Now we are going to jump in with some contour. So again, I use the Bare Minerals bronzer, the Endless Summer bronzer in the shade Faux Tan. I'm going to be using the same Morphe brush, the Morphe M581 brush. And I always start with my cheeks. So again, just following this angle. And you can always kind of build up slowly, just to kind of carve out that cheekbone area. Do the same thing on the other side. Then, time to get this big ass forehead. Again, I always start like up in the sides where my receding hairline starts. And then again, I always do my jawline. Really, you want to just put this contour anywhere that you would want a shade in real life, like or a shadow in real life. You'd want your face to look a little bit more chiseled, so you're going to have a shadow just beneath that. If you want your cheekbones to be out a little bit more, you'd have a little shadow just beneath that. My forehead's just big, so this just makes it look smaller. When contouring, just remember that you're creating a shadow with powder instead of relying on light to provide that shadow. So far, so cute. Now I'm gonna contour my nose. I use the Morphe M209, which is that flat, fluffy brush, to contour my nose. So I just go along the sides as close as I can to the bridge of my nose. It almost looks like I'm doing it straight on, but I'm actually going a little bit to the side, just to keep that bridge of my nose looking really narrow and thin. And I also hit the tip of my nose a little bit as well because I have a very pointy nose. So straight on, adding a little darkness here kind of lifts it a little bit. So that is my nose contour done. When I go out, I also like to put a little bit of blush on my skin because right now my skin just looks very tan and contoured, but it doesn't look like I have any life in me. So I like to use the Bare Minerals Gen Nude powder blush, and this is the shade Pink Me Up. I love this shade. This is my favorite blush. I will let you know, my acne prone girls and gays out there, you are acne prone, be so careful with the blush and the bronzer that you choose to put on your skin, okay? A lot of bronzers and blushes actually contain a red dye that will make you break out. So just make sure that you're looking up your ingredients, making sure that you're aware of them. I will let you know if you are acne prone like me. You can look up any product, skincare, makeup, any product on this website called COSDNA, cosdna.com. And it'll literally list out for you like each ingredient in the product, and then as well it'll list how likely it is to irritate your skin and how likely it is to make you or to cause acne. And then also it'll give you the safety rating of each ingredient. So it'll show you, you know, whether or not this product or this ingredient has been around long enough to be tested for safety as well. So great site. I use it for everything that I put on my skin. Highly recommend checking all of your beauty products there if you are acne prone like me. So now I'm going to take my blush. And I'm just going to take this blush brush. This is a Morphe. All my brushes are Morphe, by the way. I'm just going to put that out there now. This is a Morphe M105 brush, and I'm just going to dip into my blush. And I put it right in like the apples of my cheeks. So when I smile, it's like round right here where the like little ball is in your cheek. Put it there. Just a little bit of blush to make me look more alive. Sometimes I will also do a little bit of blush on the tip of my nose just because I think it's cute, but again, totally a personal preference. Now I'm going to be highlighting my skin. My hands down favorite highlighter, because I'm a basic bitch, is the Becca Champagne Pop. And I'm going to be using the Morphe M501 little highlighter brush here. And I just like to put this on my cheekbones, so I just dip in a little bit, have some on your brush, and just apply it right to the tops of your cheekbones, just to really give you that really healthy glow and make you look like you're alive. I also do it on the tail end of my brow bone, just to highlight that area as well. Oh, we are glowing. We are glowing, glowing. I don't know if you guys can even see. Glowing. Okay, so I'm gonna put this away for now, but we're not done highlighting. I also will highlight my nose and my inner corner and my eyes, but for now, let's do the rest of these powders on our face. So I'm going to be using the same eyeshadow palette as I used in the last video because it's just such a good staple palette. If you are just getting into makeup or are kind of nervous about eyeshadows, I highly recommend Morphe palettes. They're super user friendly. They come with like a range of shades in each palette that'll help you really build up a look where the colors really blend well together. And they're super like affordable. So this palette is the Morphe 9T Neutral Territory palette. Again, it looks like this. It just has these really neutral shades in there. My go-to colors are this one right here for my crease, and then I just darken it up with the darker brown shade. So take a fluffy blending brush. This is the Morphe E28 brush, and I'm just dipping into this here corner color. And I'm just gonna be putting that right into the crease of my eye. So right where, you know, my eyelid kind of has that natural fold. And you wanna go just above that, just to kind of create that little shadow. And you're just gonna be doing little back and forth kind of windshield wiper motions, and just kind of blending that up. You can always build up this color too. So always start with like, I literally just tap it and then I just go in, because you can always build up color. Make sure you're using a really fluffy brush, and I hold it lower to the base and with a very loose hand, so the brush is doing the work for me. Same thing on the other eye. I know some people will complete one whole eye and then do the other eye. I find that it is a lot easier to correct mistakes or fix something, and it's easier to make your eyes match when you do them at the same time because you're doing the exact same step in both eyes. And then again, just on the outer V. When I say outer V, I mean this to this. It's like a little V that you're creating just to kind of elongate the eye. And I'll sometimes drag it out a little bit, just to really, like I said, open up that eye, make it look a little bit longer. And then you just want to go back and forth and make sure that they're even, make sure that they're both really blended, make sure they both have the same amount of pigment in both areas. Make sure you're very blended into the skin. It shouldn't look like you have a harsh line anywhere. Okay, fabulous. So now I'm going to take a smaller brush, just a little bit smaller. This one's a little bit more pointy. It's a Morphe M330 brush. And I'm going to go in with that middle shade, which is the darker brown. And this one you really just want to focus on the outer part of your crease. So just right in here. And this is just going to add a little bit of depth to your eye. So it's going to make your eye look a little bit more defined. And again, you can build up slowly. So you can see how this one just looks a little bit more defined, whereas this one is a little more natural looking. But I want that definition. And I apologize if I'm like, like huffing and puffing. I'm still getting over COVID, and so yeah, I get a lot of breath. I will say that's probably my least favorite part of COVID was the chest pain and not being able to breathe super well. So it's been fun. Anyway, so that is my completed crease. Now I'm going to take a very tiny little pencil brush, and this is a Morphe M321. It's a tiny little guy, and I'm gonna go in with that original brown shade in the corner here and just put that right on my lower lash line, because I always like to kind of smoke out my lower lash. It's just gonna kind of make your eye look a little bit bigger. I should be doing it like this. Oh, if I just go on my tippy toes, you guys, I'm gonna have the strongest calves ever. Ballet who? We don't know her. Makeup tutorials. You want some potato calves? Baby girl, I got the workout for you. Then I'm gonna take this top corner shade here, and I'm just gonna take my ring finger, rub it around in there, and this I'm going to apply to my lid. So I'm just going in right here. It's just kind of a bronzy, shimmery brown, and that's just going to add a little glitz and glam to your lid. This part's optional. Sometimes I won't even put on anything on my lid. I'll just do the other part of my eye, like the crease. But lately I've been doing this and I really like it. So that's what I do for my eyeshadow. Again, just a super like natural glam. And now I can go ahead and highlight where I need the highlight. So I'm gonna take a very tiny little brush, the Morphe M213, super tiny little flat guy, and I'm going to apply that to the bridge of my nose. So I literally just go right up the center of my nose with the highlighter, and then I take it on the tip as well, and then I take it on my inner corner. So just right in here. Next, my sweet baby angels, is liquid eyeliner. Liquid eyeliner is not for the weak of heart. You have to be brave. It can smell fear. So I really like to use the Tarteist double take eyeliner because this baby right here, this eyeliner rocks my world, you guys. The one side is the kohl pencil, so you can use it to like tightline, which we will do, and then the other side is a felt tip liquid eyeliner, and this felt tip, chef's kiss, you guys. Like, and the formula is great too. I've cried in this eyeliner. This eyeliner has been with me through some times, and she stays put. So it's a fabulous eyeliner. It's a really great product. You get two products in one kind of, and it lasts forever. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how I line my eyes. Okay, so to do my eyeliner, I take the liquid side and I go, I don't know if I can talk while I do this. Just watch closely. So just that first line, literally across your eyelid. Seems simple enough, right? Don't fuck up. Now this part doesn't have to be perfectly even, So now we're gonna draw our wings. So when you draw a wing, you wanna follow the natural shape of the natural curve of your lower lash line. So for me, that's just like right up along here. So I'm gonna start drawing a little line. Out from my lower lash line. Do the same thing on the other side. They're kind of even. And then I go from the top and I just connect it across and then fill that area in. There you go. Got a little wing. Do the same thing on this side. Now sometimes this side will be a little bit thicker. So then I'll just go across here and make this side a little thicker. So they both look pretty even. Fab. Now I'm going to take the pencil side and just go right into my waterline. And I really just want to focus it on like the outer half of my eye. If you do anything too close, it'll really close off your eye. Now I'm going to do my brows. So for my eyebrows, I use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in the color Taupe. And again, I just kind of follow the natural shape of my brows. Just really pushing a little bit harder on the outer tail of my brow area, just because I need a tail for my eyebrow. And there we go. Bald, filled. It's marvelous, isn't it? I like a more flat brow. I don't like a super thick arch. Or a super high arch. Some people do, some people don't. So totally up to you. I do my brows myself, like I wax them at home, so this is just the shape I like. If you guys want a video showing how to wax your brows at home, I can do that too. Let me know in the comments what kind of videos you would like to see from me. If you have other questions for me, let me know. Okay, now I'm going to gel my brows with the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. And I just brush up. So now I'm going to do my mascara. So I'm going to curl my lashes with the Tarte lash curler, and then I'm going to be putting on mascara. This is the Butter London Double Decker mascara. It's my favorite. It's my last tube of it, and it's discontinued. So my next favorite mascara is probably the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise. It's the pink one. I'll link that one down below so you guys can purchase that one. So again, just want to curl them up a couple times. Then I'm going to take my mascara. The same thing on this side. Fabulous, darling. And then if I don't want to wear lashes that day, this is pretty much what I will do. I'll do like another layer of mascara. But today I'm going to show you also how to put on fake lashes. So probably the easiest way when you're first learning is to just use strip lashes. So that means they are all one full lash. These are my favorite lashes, hands down. They are just so easy to use. Super pretty, super natural. They don't like weigh down your eyes. They just look really pretty. So these are the Ardell Studio Effects Wispies. You get 2 pairs in the pack, which is awesome too, because you should only be wearing lashes like maybe a maximum of like 4 times before you throw them out. Go ahead and take them out of the package. They just look like this. And I apply my lashes with tweezers, just any old tweezers will do. And I always grab it from the corner of the band and then just carefully pull it off. So you have your lash. Then I like to grab it right in the middle, kind of close to the base of the lashes, so you have a good hold on it. And then you're going to apply your lash glue. So this is the Duo Brush On Adhesive with vitamins. I just love this glue. It's super cheap, super easy to use, and it lasts really well for me. So you just want to do a little bit on the brush, right along the band of the lash. And make sure you get all the way to the ends of the band as well. Very important. Then let it dry for just a minute, just so it gets a little bit tacky. And then you're gonna come in from above, holding the lash upward, and get as close as you can, placing it down onto your lash line. So hopefully you guys can see this. Okay, so then you just wanna carefully push the edges down onto your lid. So easy, right? It'll take you a few practices to get it close to your lashes and to look natural and to really stick it on, but I promise you these lashes are super easy to use, and I've had years of practice, so you guys will get it. It's not that difficult. So you can see, like, obviously the fake lash still looks really natural, really pretty, but it just adds so much more depth and volume to your eyelashes. And do the same thing on this side. Grab my lash. Just make sure you're pushing very gently, pushing the band onto where your eyeliner is, pretty much. And then you might see a little bit of like white glue that will dry clear, so don't worry about that. So then just let those dry for a minute. So I'll just kind of squeeze my lashes together to make sure that they're really stuck on there. And then I just kind of push them up a little bit just to make sure that they are nice and lifted. And then I'll go ahead with my mascara, and I also want to make sure that my bottom lashes are accentuated because we have these huge caterpillars on the top of our eyelids. It would look kind of crazy if we didn't have anything on the bottom. So again, just want to fill that in with mascara, some below here. Okay, so my eyes are now completely done. The last thing I do is my lips. For that, I'm going to be using a natural kind of pink color today, which is the Tarteist matte lip paint in the color Festival. This is like my go-to nude kind of lip color. So you're going to take your product, and I always start with the Cupid's bow, and I just go just over my Cupid's bow. Just like that. And then I go from the sides and I connect it up. Great. Now I'm going to do the bottom, just under my natural lip line. And then again from the sides, connect down. And then fill them in. Sometimes I will put on a lip gloss over the top of a matte lip just because matte lips can kind of dry down and look a little dry. So especially if I'm not going to be kissing anyone, I put on a lip balm. So this is the Fenty Beauty Gloss Balm. Just over top. I'm just going to make your lips look a little bit more hydrated. And then my last step anytime I do my makeup is using the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. I've tried all the setting sprays. This is the one. This is the one. It just really blends all your makeup together and just makes you look really pretty. And it also holds your makeup really, really well. So I just kind of cover my whole face. Like so. And let that dry a little bit. And then that's pretty much it for how I do my face. And you can still see my acne. That's just my face. But it's contoured. The eyes are really, accentuated. Your lips look healthy. So that's how I do it. Hopefully you guys liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up down below. Comment if you have any ideas of other makeup that you want to see me do. If you see something on my Instagram that you want me to give you guys a tutorial for, I'd be happy to. If you see anything else on Instagram, like another look that you'd be interested in learning how to do, I can try to recreate it for you guys. So thank you so much for watching this. Yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Bye.